They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. I'm the realest. Yeah, I see what I want and I get it. You be capping for the clout, you switching. Ain't no switching back. Had the boss up, you can call me triple threat. I be killing every show and get it before the check. I ain't tired yet. Overlapping like I used to run a track. Special, no, I don't even break a sweat. I'm as lethal as and all this really get. I remember Granny cooking fish and grits. When she gave us knowledge, she made sure it's it. Now we cooking in this stew, talking about this. I'm all over the world. People be sleep so they quite don't know it yet. Yeah, we ready for war. Anyone standing no way and it's over. I'ma wake 'em up, let me wake 'em up. You will see what I'm about, I ain't one of them. Used to sleep on the floor, head below the rim. Now I'm dunking on like Shaq and them. I be feeling for people, no sympathy. When they see me with check, they be sensitive. I don't fall in the trap, I be flipping it. Make it look easy, my feet up, I'm kicking it. Over and over. They repeating my, they liking it. But ain't showing the love, they be trifling. All I'm seeing is red like lightning. Over and over. Straight heat the beat, oh, you rappers for real ain't touching me. It's a banger whenever I'm walking in. Cause I go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge. Go. They call me the GOAT, but I might be a ghost. Whenever I look around, I can see what I want. The money, attention, and wealth for the family. I know what I want. You cheating the game, you're not up for the challenge.
And boom, just like that. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? It is your guy, PhD, U Sports' very own. I am the professor, aka the Skybox Bully. Well, buckle up, hold on tight. It is Friday night hype. Man, I definitely had to come back and check in with you guys. We've taken a couple of weeks off, relaxed a little bit, trying to get the reset going here for the 77 that's about to get started. And man, we cannot wait. We miss you guys extremely. Can't wait to get back in the booth. Can't wait to see some of these high flyers, head tap boys, and everybody else out there. Strap up, man. These boys is coming. 77. The talk is already all over social media. You guys have no choice but to show up and definitely show out. What's going on, everybody? Friday night hype. Listen, we originally had a couple of young student athletes planned to come sit down and talk with us. The guys fell ill, and it's all good. We know it's going around right now. Stomach bug that's going around. It's just one of those things. Make sure you keep those kids safe. Hey, listen, don't forget, man, get the hand sanitizer, washing hands, keep up with that stuff. Tabby Ray, what you say? Definitely got to put them in the dirt. Definitely got that's them prior boys. That's the shirt. That's the shirt. That's them prior boys is coming up, man. You already know. G Black, what's going on, man? Listen, I see you doing great things. I see you on social media. All I gotta say, mad respect, brother. Mad respect for everything that you're doing as a father and as a man. Sometimes some cats don't notice. I tell you, I watch it different. I watch it different, man. And I'm glad you're doing okay, man. Keep pushing, brother. You are doing a great job as a man and as a father. And that's coming from you, God. All right? Doing a great job, man. Keep it up. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Keep on. I know we get on there, we play around on the book from time to time, man. But every now and then, you can read between the lines. There's a little bit of truth in between there, man. G, you're doing just fine, man. You're doing just fine. Keep on doing what you're doing. All right? You already know. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I just one day at a time, bro. I go to church on Sundays like everybody else, man. Don't get it twisted. Ain't nobody perfect. But listen, as long as you trying, come on. I'm a ride with you till the wheels fall off, my brother. All the way. All right? But listen, hold up. Hold up. Don't think we didn't have something in the winds that was in the talks for the last couple of weeks. I got a young student athlete for you, though. Oh, I got a young student athlete for you. Huh? Come on, man. I got a cat for you. All right, nickname Cash. Cash? Listen, when you think about cash, everybody wants that dollar bill, y'all. All right. So without further ado, all right, this young man's got work to do. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the one and only Mr. Cash Dutton in the building. KD, what's going on, man?
What's up?
All right, all right, all right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, 10-year-old student athlete playing on the 10U. Cash has been lighting it up a little bit. I've seen a couple of videos out there floating around social media. I believe I've had a chance to see this young man play. Did you play in the Winter League? You didn't play in the Winter League, did you?
No,
No,
I didn't.
they only have the younger ones. But this weekend, you got some exciting stuff going on. Big Zay, what you say? What's going on, big dog? What's going on, Big Zay? But this weekend, you have some stuff going on. It's the Holy City Warfare. You guys are getting ready to embark into the Holy City Warfare, which, might I add, is probably one of the biggest events that's about to pop off here in the Low Country. What do you think about the games and how everything's been going?
We have the rise and downfalls of the team,
Yeah.
and from last week we won a championship.
Okay. Okay. How did that feel? Even with the vices going on with the team, right? Everybody's gonna have their good days, their bad days, their ups and their downs. How did it feel to win that championship?
It felt really good for the team. They get everybody like the spirits high and
Okay.
keep
Yeah. Now, you're for anybody who doesn't know, tell everybody what position do you play?
quarterback in DN.
Quarterback, defensive end, a little bit of both. Now, as you get older, right, you're gonna have to pick a side eventually, right? Yeah.
Probably
Uh,
it's my
so if you had the choice, you're getting ready to go to let's say an all-star event, something far off, and they tell you, okay, we know you play two positions, but what is your number one? What is your heart? Where would you go? Where would you decide?
probably this is a hard one because I love both positions.
All right, so let's do this. Let's find out. Let's break it down a little bit, and this helps out the younger generation. Okay, also, so let's go this as a teachable moment. What about QB do you like the most? Would name a couple of things that you love about playing quarterback.
Love like throwing the ball and getting completions and just watching a big run and that and just everybody just getting hyped up.
Yeah, and
It's
you're in control of that. You're in
Mhm.
control of that. I mean, it all starts between you and the center. So especially when it comes time for tackle. Right now, it's just one of those things. The 7v7 is kind of just you, the fellas, getting out there playing, having fun. But when you're good at it, of course, you're having more fun. Um,
Yeah.
okay, but defensive end. What do you like? And I kind of can probably know about one thing that you love about playing defense is that hitting.
Yep.
Everybody Everybody nowadays on defense loves to hit. But give me a couple more things that you love about defensive end.
I love getting my revenge because if I get sacked,
Ooh, I like that. The revenge. And listen, and coming from you're 10 years old now, right? Okay. So coming from a 10-year-old to say that, we understand that it's on the field. All right, folks, don't get it twisted. The young man's very, very, very articulate and well spoken. So, everything he's talking about has to deal with sports on the field. He's talking about getting the revenge back. And to be honest with you, a lot of kids wouldn't even say it. A lot of kids wouldn't even say it. I give you kudos for coming out and saying, listen, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Is that not what we teach our kids anyway? You hit me, I gotta hit you back. So he gets his legitimately right there on the field. All right, getting your lick back. Okay, getting your lick back, being able to hit, putting that highlight reel type of hit on somebody has got to be pretty fun too, right?
yeah. this feeling of a hit.
Have you ever hit somebody so hard that they fumbled?
Oh yeah, a bunch of times.
Ooh. All right, you got to walk us through that. What does that feel? All right, we'll say the team, but you can't say the person's name that you hit. You probably didn't know him, but it is what it is. What was the team that you played against? What is the last one that you remember you played against that? You played against that person and you hit them and they fumbled.
Eagles. Pompano Eagles, and that was at where was it at? Southern Hospitality.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that's a big one there. Southern Hospitality has some dogs out there too. Hit a kid so hard, made him fumble. What's going on, everybody? Hey, listen, if you're just now joining in, listen, don't try to adjust your camera at all. You're talking to the one and only Cash Money. Cash Dutton in the building, straight out of Palmetto Stampede. And for what we just found out not too long ago, this young man plays with Slaughterhouse. You guys know how I rock with Slaughterhouse now. All right, you know that's my Bubba. That's my man Antoine Edwards over there, my Bubba Noonsy. That's my little brother. So you know we rock with them heavy. So of course it seems like Cash just might already be family. What's up, Ronnie Johnson? Holy City Tournament going to have a lot of good talent out there this weekend. Got a lot of top-notch quarterbacks. Got a lot of top-notch receivers. And Ronnie should know because his student athlete is one of those top-notch quarterbacks. Being a quarterback, do you feel a little bit of pressure?
Yeah, maybe because sometimes it's your fault most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the response it may not be your fault, right? But the responsibility factor always comes back to the quarterback. A lot of people we call them armchair quarterbacks. These are parents. These are adults, right? You can't say it, but I can. These are adults sitting in the stands, almost in their mind, or even hollering out where to throw the ball. When sometimes, listen, you're human. You're not going to see everything, so you throw it where you think the person is open. Now, I will say this: one thing I would love to see younger quarterbacks start doing is recognizing the mismatch. All right, the
Yeah.
mismatch. If what you know your guys, after a while you start to know your guys. After you go through a series or two, you should start picking apart that defense. All right,
Yep.
I give you like one or two series, and you should start picking apart that defense. How do you feel about your skill set in order to pick apart a defense right now in the age of 10U?
Just after like a play or two, just seeing their ability and what they can do, and making and and put the one a good person
Mm-hmm.
on doesn't really can guard good.
Right. He doesn't match up. He doesn't match up. And that's what the mismatch is right then and there, folks. So, I get what you're trying to say. I definitely get what you're trying to say. Once within a series, and again, I say a series, if you can pick it up within, two or three plays or a couple, a drive, a couple of first downs, and you're like, oh, yeah, that guy's not going to hold this. He's not going to hold him. I got him all day until they change up their defense, until they change something up or change up personnel. That's probably going to be one of my go-to guys right then and there. When you find that guy, do you guys kind of, do you try to just pick apart the defense and just, hey, I'm gonna keep feeding him until
Yeah.
until I can't feed him no more. That's definitely the goal. Okay, let's talk about some things. How many years have you been playing?
6 now.
6 years? 5 or 6 years in the game. Okay, geez. Already started off early. Fee Grant says this weekend is full of experience, 7v7 teams, and she's definitely not lying. Definitely not lying. Even when it comes to the Low Country. Now, don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. Holy City Warfare, held by the SC Outlaws, is going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Uh-oh. Somebody said the 12U Big Fort Natty Boys will be out there trying to still gain some more respect. Come on, man. National champions going out there, they got to defend their title. They're not running from no smoke. We get it. But I will say, I have seen it, not just because this young man's on with me right now. Palmetto Stampede is over there building. You guys seen some of the moves already. You guys seen some of the transfers. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. What is Booker T got going on over there? We gotta find out. It's something, I don't know if it's in the water. What do they give you? Special bottled water over there, Cash? Where does that water come from? A fresh spring? What kind of water are they drinking over there? Are you excited about this upcoming season?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, to put on pads. Now, 7v7, putting on pads, we already know the big difference, right? There's 4 extra guys on there. The pads just adds just a little bit more weight. What are you more into? You personally, no big deal. There's no right or wrong answer to. Would you rather have on pads or would you rather do 7v7?
Probably 7v7.
7v7. But see, you're only saying that as a quarterback, right? You can only say that as a quarterback. But if I said, hey, the defensive end guy, we need a defensive end, you probably don't want to you don't want to do no 7v7. You're now ready to put on pads. All right then. See? So there's a little bit of both. They should learn, Ronnie Johnson says they should learn that on their last year of 10U and start getting more experience in their 12U by middle school. They should be a little bit more experienced. They should be able to read defense by then. So Ronnie's basically saying by the 12U, you should be able to read it. If you can catch it at 10U, hey, listen, it's a heck of a talent to be able to go out there and tell your coach what kind of defense they're running, where your weak spots are, those type of things. But it'll have to come, I would say, naturally. You'll just have to play different teams, man, and kind of, figure it out. Goose Creek Gators, of course the Gators. Shout out to the Gators. They're doing something over there. Palmetto Stampede is doing something over there. Are you guys staying in AYF this year, right?
We don't know that for sure.
Okay, it's kind of up in the air a little bit because Skyfa went to single age. That might mean the Stampede might just stay right here at home and won't have to try. Well, you guys didn't do a lot of traveling last year, did you?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. AYF wasn't too bad. You guys had a pretty decent year. A lot of those guys coming back for 10U, or are you losing some guys?
A bunch of them are coming back.
A bunch of them coming back. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. And so I see some guys adding on, some coaches adding to the mix. Are you excited to see and meet these new coaches?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Good. More learning experience, more things like that to come. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking to the one and only Cash Money, 10-year-old, playing for Palmetto Stampede, quarterback and defensive end. If he had a choice, we don't know which one he would actually choose, but we'll still find that out here momentarily. Stay tuned to find out which one Cash Money would take. You said y'all had plenty parking lot, Pat? Oh, yeah. Don't worry, the parking lot gonna be packed. You ain't gotta worry about that. Slaughterhouse. Is this your first year playing with Slaughterhouse?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you get to now go and play almost on an all-star. I would say almost. It is an all-star roster where you play with a lot of different guys. Was it hard to get adjusted to the plays and or the players?
No, it was easy to like get into like a team.
Yeah.
Get together
and get adjusted to everybody, right? So you as a quarterback, you have to get used to the wide receiver speed, the timing, and all that stuff has to get down. You have a couple favorite wide receivers already?
Yes.
Ooh, don't say their name. We ain't gonna say their name. We're not gonna say their number. They gonna find out this weekend at the Holy City Warfare who Cash Money likes to cash his checks with, who he likes to bank with, if you will. We gonna find out. Starbucks ain't nobody. Fee, Zay ain't getting Starbucks again this week. Now we ain't starting that stuff. You wait for Low Country Football Group, and then he's handing out Starbucks. Uh, yeah. Hey, listen. Unless you're gonna save him a spot up front, unless you're gonna save him a parking spot up front, that's the only way Zay's getting Starbucks. Tell her, Zay, I'm representing Zay. All right. These folks on here, Cash, think that, listen, they come on here trying to order Starbucks. If a coach shows up, no, man, I gotta get VIP parking to bring Starbucks. Paying all that and walking all that far. All right. Let's get down to a couple more questions, big dog. College. At a 10-year-old probably has a couple of favorite colleges. But
Mhm.
let's think about a couple of things. Student athlete, the young man gets straight A's, honor roll classes. Don't even play with him like that. All right, straight A's. So we have to be thinking about college. We have to be thinking about the future. Okay, so let's ask this question. I have 3 envelopes in front of me that I'm going to hand to you. Those 3 names have those 3 top colleges that you would love to go to. Which colleges would they be?
Clemson, LSU, and Georgia.
Ooh. Gotta throw that Georgia. Gotta be that Georgia dog up in there. I get you. All right. What is it about? Is it Clemson because it's close to home? Or Clemson? What is it about Clemson that you like?
The coaching team's cool, and like the stuff they do there.
Yeah.
And Dabo and all that.
Okay. Now I don't know. Dabo might stick around. He might stick around by the time you get up there to college. So we hope.
Oh.
So we hope he does. And Dabo, if you out there listening, hey, look, cash in with cash money. Cash in. All right. Yeah, he said Georgia. Chris Solomon, what's going on, big dog? What's happening with you? Boy, been a minute. Glad you're still doing good, my brother. All right. Clemson, LSU, Georgia. Okay. School, we already know, right? We did some investigation. This young man's getting straight A's. But let's see something. Cash, what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Matt? Ooh, count the moolah, argue with your mammy. This young man is already on that path. Football, later on down the road, knock on wood, for some reason, doesn't work out. What would you want to be when you grow up?
NFL, of course. What do you think?
All right, let's say the NFL. Let's just say, and I'm not putting no bad juju on it. All right, we'll rub the magic genie over here. If it doesn't work out, what would you want to do when you grow up as a career?
Ooh.
What's something that you're interested in, or something that you think would be fun to do? Tough question. Yeah, that's a tough. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you don't know, you're undecided. I mean, listen. Again, I told you, 10 years old right now. You're just having fun with sports and stuff like that. Speaking of sports, you play another sport. What else do you play?
Basketball and baseball too.
Ooh, my goodness, man! You're just an all-around athlete. Basketball, what position? You say you play a little of everything.
Yeah, except
what? Center?
Yeah, center. I'm pretty short.
Come on. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes you got to get down there and see if you still got it. You got to get in the paint and get dirty and grimy with those guys, man. You know, I'm not saying throw an elbow, but if an elbow comes up, an elbow just comes up. Baseball, what position?
Pitcher.
Okay.
And out.
Okay. Pitcher and outfield?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means you definitely got a cannon, especially a pitcher. Come on, man. Ooh-wee. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, if you're just now tuning in, Friday Night Hype, we were originally planned to talk to a couple other young student athletes that I saw on TikTok sharing a wonderful, wonderful video. But listen, I cashed in, literally. We came here with my man Cash Money. He took some time out from his busy schedule because I believe he's got practice and all that stuff going on. I know the rain came down here in Charleston, so they might have postponed it or something like that. But I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to sit down with the one and only Cash Money from Palmetto Stampede, 10-year-old. Cash, well, since you're talking about the height, we're talking about that. How tall are you?
4'10", 4'10".
4'10". And how much you think you weigh?
Uh, 85 pounds.
About 85, 90 pounds. I got you. Now, is that a challenge? 4'10", 10-year-old. We've seen some kids that get a little bit taller. What kind of quarterback do you think you are? Pocket? Scrambler?
Pocket.
Pocket. Likes to sit right there. Do you stay in there? So you taking those hits?
Yeah, I took in the hits many times before.
Ooh-wee. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the secret to stop taking hits. Okay? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Snicker bars. Snickers. You gotta buy your linemen Snickers, man. You gotta show them that love, man. I know, even when you're upset with them and time, every now and then, once a week at practice, just bring them. Just here's the Snickers after practice, right? They become your best friends all day long, and you need those guys to protect you. So, and matter of fact, give your center Snickers and peanut M&Ms if he's not allergic to peanuts. Give him. He gets a bonus. He gets a bonus. That's your number one guy right there. Everybody else is a strong number two. He told Cash, you gonna be broke. He ain't gonna be broke. No, he ain't gonna be broke. He gonna be he gonna have it. Pete Grant, I got you on the Starbucks if they have it. Come on, Zay, you giving in. Don't give in, Zay. Don't give in. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you're just now joining us, the young man who's going to make some noise this season. I just got this feeling he's gonna make some noise this season. Slaughterhouse. Oh, Chris Solomon says honey buns. Is a honey bun really? You would take a honey bun over a Snickers? Get out of here. Get out of here. Real? Ain't no way. See, and then Chris, you're lying because you know you got to heat that thing up. See? We're not gonna have time to heat that bad boy up. Chris Solomon says honey buns. I say Snickers. Look, you put it in the refrigerator the night before, you give it to them. They'll love you. They'll love you. Guarantee you. You're gonna have a whole bunch of new friends before you even know it. And as long as they're blocking, I keep feeding you Snickers. Keep blocking, I'll get touched. I'm feeding it.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kat. Oh, listen, they got to come from the fridge though. They got to be the hard. You got to put them in the fridge for a little bit. Let them get a hard snap to it. You don't want them to melt too quick. Cash is going to make a lot of noise this year. He's a good athlete. Well, appreciate that, Ronnie. All right, there you go. See, you got fans out there already, man. You got fans out there already. If you had the choice between colleges, it's Clemson, LSU, and come on, man, why would you not say them dogs? How about them dogs? All right. Favorite subject? Math. Favorite subject is math. Get straight A's. Honor roll classes. Don't even play with it. Don't even play with it, right? So it's student, then it's athlete. And we're talking about athlete. You're talking about a young man who plays baseball, basketball, football on both sides. What do you want? To put on pads? You want to take them off, play a little 7v7? It don't even matter. All right. Cash Money is in there. This upcoming season, we're not sure where Palmetto Stampede is going. Whether they're going to stick with AYF, which they did last year, or if they're going to come back to Skyfa. The opportunities are definitely there. But I do know this. Booker T. Peak has got something over there brewing once again, and he's doing it quietly, and I'm going to find out what it is. And when I find out, I see the coaches moving. I see some of the players moving. There's a couple more pieces that's coming. But see, Booker don't get on here. He don't talk too much about it. So I'm going to have to go and find out for it myself. Cash Money is 10 years old, stands about 4'10". Listen, you know what 4'10" means, ladies and gentlemen. 5 feet. Don't play with me. Put the cleats on. We calling them 5 foot. 5 feet tall, 85, 90 pounds. Straight athlete, straight dog. All right. Getting on with the new squad here with Slaughterhouse. Says he doesn't find it too hard, right? You get adjusted, and you have to adjust pretty quick. How are the coaches on 10U? Who's your coach on 10U for Slaughterhouse?
What's his name? Eric.
Eric Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
Oh man. You got one of the one. How do you guys clicking pretty good?
Yes, sir.
He's a good coach. He is a good coach, man. You know, he's real. You know what I mean? There's no filter with him, and sometimes you kind of need that. You know what I mean? You don't want nobody to dance around the answers or dance around something that you're trying to figure out. Just get straight to the point. And Coach Eric T is just like that. So yeah, congratulations! Shout out, Coach Eric. Or Eric, is Eric Jenkins or Eric Tolbert? Eric Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Yeah, Coach Jenkins. My fault. I get them both confused. Okay, so cool. 10U gets ready to start off this weekend. Cash says, just like anybody, just like myself, a little nervous about how it's going to go down. You don't know your opponents yet. You don't know who you're going to be playing. You might know your first opponent, but listen, you're already planning that win. Who's going to be the next opponent? You just get in there and have fun. Get in there and have fun. All right, Cash, I got one big question for you. You ready for this one?
Yes.
Well, actually, it's two. One, you get an opportunity to go play All-Stars somewhere, okay? A lot of stuff that's going on here in the area. First and foremost, do your due diligence. Make sure that you study upon some of these showcases and All-Star teams. If you ever need help with them, I've done a few of them. Reach out. I can kind of let you know the ins and outs of them. Some of them are legit. Some of them are, so-so. But somebody calls you up and says, hey, we want to invite you to this all-star event, this tournament, if you will. You have to pick a side, offense or defense. We know what you play on both sides of the ball. Which one would you choose?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't pick
Both
one.
Both of them, you're going to get plenty of playing time, right? When you go to all right, I'll say this. In honesty, like I said, I'd rather shoot it to you straight. Some of them you do have that you could possibly play both. I'm not going to guarantee you, but it's kind of a smaller percentage because everybody that you get in there is a dog, right? And the only way you're going to find out if a dog is a dog, put them in there with other dogs. So I know some that'll sit there and say, well, pick one or pick the other. Now, because you have so many on the team that you'll play, if let's say you took quarterback, you'll probably take like maybe the first quarter, and then all of a sudden, hey, you're sitting. You might take the second quarter. You might take the third quarter. Heck, you might take just the fourth quarter. But 9 times out of 10, the ones that are doing it right, you'll probably just get that quarter, unless somebody else doesn't show up or something like that. And that's just the reality of it. And that's almost more of offense, less of defense. When they do defense, I think I typically see more defensive reps than I do see offensive reps. Do you think that's a problem? Is that a deciding factor for you?
No, I don't think that is really.
Okay. I mean, that's actually good because if you learn to be, I don't want to see unselfish, because in a way you're there just like the rest of them. So you want to show up and show out. You want to showcase your talents. When you get your opportunity, when you get your time to get on the field, there should be no hesitation. Whether it's quarterback or defensive end, you should get in there and give it 110% every single time. You never know. You never know. You never know who's looking. You end up on the highlight reel somewhere all over social media. Okay, that's fun and that's cool, but that also turns into more invites, into more, man, who's this kid Cash Money out of the Low Country? It could be way bigger. But still undecided, folks. I can't get him to pick. What do you want me to do? He can't. He doesn't know. Defensive end, quarterback. He loves them both the same. He loves to hit. He loves to get that payback. He loves to make them fumble. All of that. Who doesn't like that? All I played was defense. Of course, I like to hit. But when it comes to offense, there's that certain gratification and that hype that you get from the quarterback to hand off to that running back. throw to the running back a screen, catch that wide receiver wide open, giving out head taps all day long. There's something gratifying about that and scoring that touchdown. And I definitely can see that's why Cash cannot make that final decision just yet. Just yet. Maybe next time we interview him, he'll, give it a year, something like that. Something big happens. You never know. We might see him out there this weekend. Get a picture with him, do another little quick interview, see how it's going, see how that first day went, that first game. Did the butterflies disappear? How long does it take for the butterflies to disappear, Cash? Every game you're going to have it. How long does it take before they actually go away?
Probably like a drive or two when I get like in the feeling.
Yeah, get in the food. So first two series or something like that. Hopefully, if you get down there, you start clicking right from the top. It's on that first drive. You know what I mean? A couple sets of first downs, and you should start, pumping up and getting ready to do some damage, man. Well, cool, man. All right, I have another tough question. Okay, you ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
So you said you've been playing about 5-6 years. You've been playing about 5-6 years. 10 years old. Probably started off around what, 4 or 5 years old. Start playing. 4 years old. Golly. So yeah, you've definitely been in the game 6 years. What advice would the 10-year-old Cash Money give to the 5-year-old, 4-year-old? We'll say 5. We won't even take you back that far. 4-year-old was new, but the 5-year-old had an idea of what was going on. So, what would the 10-year-old Cash Money give advice and tell the 5-year-old Cash Money? Something that you know now that you wish you knew then.
Just have fun in the sport and just give everything you got.
I love it. Have fun. Give it. See, I write all this stuff down, Cash. If you ever notice, you've watched my show before, right? Maybe once or twice. Yeah, maybe. Okay, just lie to me and just lie to me, okay? Just lie to me. So you see my show a couple of times. What'd you say?
I watched before.
Okay. He's watched the show a couple of times. So what I do is I typically write down notes. So out of all the notebook that I have all the interviews and stuff that I've done before. I take down these notes, and maybe later on when you're in high school, I'll turn around and I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you before then, but during high school, I'll reach out to you and say, "Hey, Cash, let's do another interview. Let's sit down. Let's see the changes from where you were then to where you are now," and I'd compare the two. So that's why I write everything down. Have fun. Give it all. Give it your all. There we go. Give it your all. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I told you before. We cashed in with the one and only Cash Money from the Palmetto Stampede and Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse in the house, making big noise. Slaughterhouse is no joke. All right. He had a lot of kids. They got a lot of young student athletes over there with talent. All right. So doesn't everybody. But Slaughterhouse has been quietly making some noise. Quietly. Yeah, you know what I mean by that. Quietly making some noise means they're winning. They ain't getting beat up too much. They've played some of the top teams right here in the Carolinas, in South Carolina, here in the Low Country, and they've won. So it should be interesting to see what they do for the Holy City Warfare. This is one and only Cash Money, ladies and gentlemen. Quarterback, defensive end, plays a little bit of basketball, baseball, along with football. All right, QB, defensive end, like I said. Zay, appreciate you, Zay. Appreciate you. Definitely with the hand claps, man. This young man is truly amazing. I'm glad I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with him. About 4'10". We're gonna say 5 foot. We're gonna go ahead and claim it now. Okay. By the time the season gets started and everything's rolling, he'll be 5 foot, 85, 90 pounds. QB, defensive end, like I said before, but an athlete. I think he can play anywhere on the field. So if you weren't playing QB or defensive end, could you play anywhere on the field?
Yeah, probably except safety. I'm not really good at safety.
Not the safety. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like if you're needed somewhere else, he can go somewhere else. Just don't make it safety. A little cornerback. You think you do corner?
Yeah, I can do a little bit of corner.
You do it. Okay. During the off time, man, when do you find time with all these sports and everything going on? When do you find time to train?
I train with David Moore, QB, once a week.
The QB coach. Okay, yeah, okay. Shout out David Moore and the QB coaches go out there doing their thing. You guys definitely have to find that time to get with the local talent that is right here in the low country. You'd be surprised. Some of the cats, some of them you like, some of you don't like, but it's the mechanics. Sometimes it's just the mechanics of the game that we teach these young student athletes the mechanics. Now, when they're talent and they start growing into it, they start getting it down a little bit more. All right, your dad's a coach. All right, we talked about this before. Is it almost is he harder in coaching or harder in training?
I'm definitely training.
In training? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pushes you, pushes you, pushes you, pushes you, pushes you. But sometimes I don't think he would, push you because he doesn't see it in you. You know what I mean? He knows that you can get it. He wouldn't ask you to probably do something that, you couldn't do. How are those training sessions? Those training sessions pretty hard?
Yeah, some of them are hard.
Yeah. Okay.
That was 8 years.
Ooh. So yeah, you've been getting it. You've been getting it. What's the hardest drill?
Probably running.
Just running? He said anything to do with running. Young man says he's a pocket quarterback. All right. We already figured out how we can keep the line blocking. All right. It's Snickers and to the center. Hey, listen, you've been blessed. You get Snickers, either M&Ms or a Kit Kat. All right. You pick 2 out of 3.
Frozen.
All right. Christopher Morris said, "Dad, training life is not for the weak at heart." I know Christopher Morris. His young daughter plays line, man, and hey, he's got a son that plays too. That's just coming out this season. It's not for the weak. I think and I was telling him earlier, Chris, when we were talking, similar to like I do with everybody. It's not hard for a father to turn off coach mode and turn on dad mode. It's about the conversation. It's not about how you say it, young student athletes. It's what you say. And as long as you come across respectful, and we as a dad, I would want you to speak your mind, but it's about how you say it. Don't come with a tone. Don't come with, the upset or you start breaking down. Come with it, especially the young men and the young women out there that are of age that can speak and, articulate their words and say what you feel, and that's cool. And then I think it opens up a whole nother lane for daughters, for sons, for moms, for dads. It opens up a whole nother lane when your child can turn around and talk to you about anything. All right. They start trusting you in this role as a coach and as a dad. Well, listen, when life starts lifing, you definitely want them to come talk to you about all that other stuff too. All right. He said they listen well under 10. Over 10, it's a challenge. I can agree with that one. Those teen years start getting it. And they start smelling their smells and they never mind. Look, we're going into a whole nother thing. Well, hey, Cash, I want to say, first of all, man, thank you. May God bless you during all your endeavors, man. I think I might have to pop in. If not tomorrow, I'll definitely be there Sunday. But I think I'm trying to get down there tomorrow to pop in and do a little just a little scouting. I just want to see what's going on. Of course, I see all of the favorites down there, SC Outlaws, Slaughterhouse, and all the rest of them, and see how some of these guys are getting down. So I think I might pop up. When I do pop up, I definitely got to get my selfie, okay, so I can put it on the wall. All right. Hey, don't forget, I see you collecting them jerseys. I need to find out where you got those. Where you get those? Yeah, I gotta find out where you get them cases from, man. I love that. I love that. Those things are off the chain. Don't
Yeah,
tell
my
it.
dad.
Yeah, tell him message me. Yeah, don't tell everybody all our secrets, man. We don't talk we don't talk all our secrets. But listen, he's got to message me where he's getting them bad boys from, man. I gotta cop those. I gotta cop those. I might get me a Cash Money. See, I got them all still in the hangers. I gotta hang them up. I might get me a Cash Money jersey this season. That's what I'm gaming for. I'm gaming for a Cash Money jersey. All right, Cash, do me a favor, man. Give a shout out to everybody and anybody you want to.
Probably a shout out to my wide receivers
Ooh, there you go.
because you can't score without wide receivers in 7-on-7.
There you go. There you go. Who else?
Yeah, I got a jersey for you.
There. Ooh, look at that. I like that one. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Already, the love already. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. All right, who else we shouting out?
Probably my dad.
Probably. Yeah, just hold the camera, Dad. Yeah, you want to shout out your dad, man. Come on. I think that's one of your biggest. That's one of your biggest fans, right? As much as he's probably gonna get on your nerves, and that's cool. You got to take it. But I guarantee you, man, the way he talks about you, that is your biggest fan right there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So even when he gets on your nerves, you take it, you swallow it, you hold it down in your stomach, and you just keep moving. And you just keep moving, and you still give that respect. And I guarantee you, man, the way he talks about you, that is definitely your biggest fan. All right. Who
Yeah,
else?
nothing can happen without him.
There you go. Amen. 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 There you go. Who else we shouting out?
Probably my coaches. Yeah, coaches too.
Definitely. Definitely. Shout out to all the coaches, Slaughterhouse and Stampede, to the QB coach who's working with them. Listen, I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see. It's the development part, and this is the age. This is the age. This is one of those ages. Everybody has their favorite age group. I'm telling you, everybody has their favorite age group. Your child can go from whatever age all the way up, and oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. Everybody has that favorite age group. All right, and it just so happens that 10U happens to be mine. 10U, something about that raw in between talent right there that they turn around, some of them shine, some of them bust open, and they bloom and they come in there ready and they're hungry and they're like a sponge. Something about that 10U starts showing. And we can't wait to see Cash Money himself cash in and take some of these corners and these DBs straight to the bank on a Saturday. On a Saturday? On a Saturday. So we gonna see, people. We gonna see. Hey Cash, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yes, sir.
All right. Can't wait to catch up with you real soon, my brother.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to this.
Oh, hey man, always. And I tell everybody, and I'm telling you the same thing, man. This is your first time. Don't let it be your last. You got something that's going on, you got something you want to share or get off your chest, or you just want to pop in and say what's up, come on in. All right? I got you.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was the one and only Cash Money, straight out of the Stampede Slaughterhouse stables. My goodness, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Everybody's taking 7v7 much more serious nowadays. So it's going to be interesting to see that young man progress as we go through. And speaking of as we go through and progressions, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, listen, now is your time to sign up. All right, now's your time to sign up. We're not going to hold this registration open for very much longer. I believe you only got a couple more weeks. All right, it is $10 per person. $10 per person. Sign up for the Lyman Challenge. Get your list in there. Get the Cash App from me. Private message me. Give me the Cash App. Send it in. I'm dispersing it back into the community. I'm not buying the trophies with it. I'm giving it back into the community. Okay? In my way, I'm giving it back into the community. All right, take care of some people who've been taking care of me. It's exactly what we're going to do. All right, that's why. All right, along with Low Country Football Group's 7v7, it's going down. You already know how Low Country Football Group gets down, huh? Come on, man. Listen, it's about to be off the chain. This is another year. Goose Creek. Zay said lineman practice tomorrow. Correct. Come on. Even the linemen don't even take time off over there at Fort. Come on, man. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. And hey, big shout out. Big shout out to my Bubba Noopsy for doing his thing over there at Slaughterhouse. Every day, all day, doing his thing. Talk about for the community, by the community. You gotta mention his name. You gotta mention his name, man. He's one of those guys. You don't want to take too much credit, but you gotta give it to him. Give him his flowers. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, air traffic control. It's about to go down. 2024. This year, it's a circuit. I didn't say circus. It's a circuit. It's about to happen. Yes, there actually is a date for the lineman challenge. Let me go ahead and give it to you right now. I gotta look at my calendar. Gotta look at my calendar. So they are starting on the 30th. There goes 6th. I believe it will be the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. AJ, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down. Boom. So I have it in my notes. You're just going to have to keep looking at it. 13th, this is what they're going to do. That is the introduction. All right, let me go back to it. Show it off a little something. The 13th will be the introduction. Okay? You'll meet and greet with the guys who are running the camp. I do not run the camp. I have a awesome 4 horsemen guys that run the camp. There'll be a camp and a learn the skills, learn the drills and things like that. The drills posted up right here. Zoom in, screenshot it if you will. These are the drills that are going on. And it is, you are reading correctly, 6U through 12U. But I will tell you this. I have to have a certain amount. Excuse me. I have to have a certain amount before I even let them in. I'm not going to do it with just 2 or 3 kids per age group. All right. I'm just simply not going to do it. All right. So there has to be a certain amount that makes sense. Last year we did it. We had fun with it. It was great the first couple of times. But when it came down to the championship, I believe we had one 12U kid show up. And it was just pretty much hand him the trophy. He did not do anything for it. He did challenge, I believe, the 10U champion and just to, get his numbers and get his scores in the books. But that's what it came down to. And I don't want that to happen again. I'm not, dismissing the fact the young man showed up. His parents brought him out there, did everything he was supposed to do from beginning to end. Just the other ones dropped out, and that was crazy. So I said to myself this year, and I said to the guys, definitely didn't want to do it without a certain number. And I have that number in mind. Not going to actually, publicly put that number out there. But if it's that and above, then I'll definitely keep it moving forward. Now listen to this. If I don't have enough in one age group, I'll just cancel that age group. Does that make sense? If there's not enough for that certain age group, I'll just cancel that age group, and I'll be more than happy to return any funds that parent paid for that age group. Simply, it's all sitting. It doesn't get used. It's separate. It's all sitting. It's all sitting right there. I got your receipts, screenshots of them, the whole 9. We are getting the list and everything together. So make sure that you get your chance to get in on the Lineman Challenge. Right now, it's only first place getting trophies. We are probably looking to do something for all the participants that do get in. The 13th, again, you'll do your introduction. It'll be a little camp. They'll show you the drills and the skills that you'll be doing. They'll probably work through that. That right there, depending on the amount of people. I think we've opened up a window for like 3 to 4 hours of that one, right? So it's not huge, but it's a learning experience. These guys will take them individually and work with them, show them what they'll be doing. Then on the 20th, that's the time that you want to come out and shine. All right. On the 20th is when you want to shine. That's when you come through and you start getting your numbers together. All right. That one again will take approximately last year it went pretty quick. Last year, you talk about the max 2 hours to go through everybody. You're getting your numbers, you're getting your challenges. Your numbers are being recorded, okay? And then they'll take the top 4 out of each age group. The top 4 out of each age group, and that will come on the 27th for the championship of the 7v7 and battle it out to see who's going to be number 1. Okay, last year I believe I did do first place and second place. I had to get with the guys to find out if I'm going to do just first place and do something for the participants or just do something for first and second place. I kind of like just the first and second. I know plenty of people that just do straight for first place. Can't blame them. Hey, you win type stuff. All right. That's what's going down with that. So the dates for the Lineman Challenge are the 13th, the 20th, and 27th. Hope that answers your question, AJ. All right. Oh, and don't forget, air traffic control actually starts on March 23rd. Camden, South Carolina. We will be in the building, PhDU Sports. Myself, the professor, and the student will be there on the 23rd and 24th, Camden High School. All right. Camden Sports Complex. You're absolutely correct. Camden Sports Complex will be in the building. Now, the air traffic control, as a little tidbit for somebody who maybe you didn't know, had gotten so much of a response that they now are going to 2 days. Normally, they've been doing it for the last couple of years. 1 day, Saturday, get in there, knock it out. This year, they're talking about doing a circuit. So, you know what that means. They travel all up and down South Carolina, all right, holding these events. And it got so big, they had so many teams interested and so many teams signed up that right now they have looked to do 2 days. Now, the way they're going to do the 2 days is do the smaller age group. I believe it's anything from the 12U on down. It might be 10U, but I believe it's 12U on down. We'll do everything on Saturday, and on Sunday, it's the 13U all the way up to 18U. We'll turn around and perform on Sunday. All right, it's 23rd and 24th, Camden. I don't believe they're taking any more signups, so that's over with. But look out for us to go live on that one. Pop in and out of the live. Of course, we'll sit down and talk with the creator, Franklin Alexander, and see his take on the first day and second day and how everything's going with air traffic control. I believe this is year number 3 or 4. Year number 3 or 4 for air traffic control. So congratulations to Franklin. But when it comes to March 30th, buddy, you see it correctly. Look up at the top right-hand side and top left-hand side. At the top, it is both air traffic control and Low Country Football Group coming together, battling. Some of these teams are coming from the Midlands, upstate. We'll see. Coming down to the Low Country to battle and see what that 7v7 life is down here. Will the Low Country prevail? Show up, show out? Well, we gonna see. But that's what's going down March 30th at Goose Creek High School. And as in true form and fashion, you guys already know how we rock when it comes to it. We should have it already on lock. Concession stand to be wide open. Who is it? Soul for Real. That's right. Soul for Real. Can't forget them. Soul for Real will be out there. I'm pretty sure Mama P's may be in the house. We'll see. Along with the one and only Tropical Italian Ice, man. The Philly Ice with a Southern charm will be out there. All right? So listen, man, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. You already know how it goes down. Man. PhD, it's way, way bigger than the game. Hey, we'll catch y'all this weekend. We're going to pop in. You know we're going to pop in. That's right. It's the warfare going on, boy. Holy City going down this weekend. Y'all already know. March 30th, it happens at Goose Creek. March 23rd and 24th, Camden, South Carolina. Buckle up, hold on tight, strap up.